everyone, welcome back. I am in my kitchen today and I've had such a busy last couple months that I haven't had the chance to make any videos or many videos, but I do have to make and finish this antibiotic herbal salve that I started a couple months ago. This has been steeping in this oil since October 1st, so it is due to get put in some beeswax and add some goodies like vitamin E oil and some essential oils and make our own herbal antibiotic ointment. So I thought I would do that with you guys, and then I have to just kind of button up a few herbal like dried things and some dried beans and stuff. So I figured I would just do all that and show you how I tame this mess of gardening that I get myself into. So yeah, so let me show you what I'm doing. So this recipe that I'm using, it calls for only 1 cup of this oil, but I have much more than that. So I think I'm going to strain it into a big jar and then just use what I need. And then I'll probably make a double batch, or I might see if I can find another way to use this medium that's not in a salve, maybe like a lotion, or I don't know. We'll figure that out. But first, I have a clean jar, and I have my canning funnel here, and then I have a strainer, and then that ideally should be enough straining wise for what's in this, but in case it's not, this is just cheesecloth. And then this is a fine cheesecloth, and it's humongous. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's huge. But it's washable, and so I'm not going to cut this one. I'm actually just going to use, it's huge. I'm just going to use this little bit here in the corner. Well, I should probably move it so it doesn't fall. Okay. And all right, you're gonna fall. Thanks for being difficult. All right. So this has been steeping in this really good quality olive oil. Oh Jesus, I can't get the lid off. Hold on. Okay, got the lid off. So yeah, this has been steeping in high quality olive oil for about 2 months now. And I will link the other videos that when I started this process. But basically this is Goldenrod, yarrow, and beebalm from my garden. So those all have antibiotic and healing properties. So they are perfect for making a skin salve that, oh, you can't see what I'm doing, that is antibiotic and healing. Hold on, I really don't want this to fall. So I'm just pouring this in here. This is not a difficult part of this. There we go. So you can see it's going in the jar under there. I'm going to pull all of this out because I don't want to lose any of the oil, and I'll be able to squeeze it out. There, I think you can see a little bit better. Okay, so just gonna take my cheesecloth and gather it up like so, and just really squeeze all of the oil. You see all the oil coming out still? That's gonna be where some of the most potent ingredients are that are still trapped in the plant. So I'm going to get all of that out. So now it's all over my hands, but that's okay because we're making this for our body. So I'm done with this part. And now I have, what is it, a little over 3 cups of this really pretty herbal infused olive oil. And this olive oil, you could ingest it. It's not anything in there that you couldn't ingest, but none of it is really, I guess you would say, adding to the flavor of it. It's purely medicinal at this point. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 cup. So I have a big mason jar here. I'm just gonna pour a cup of the liquid into this little mason jar. Pour that into a heavy duty pot. And then I have this big block of beeswax that I had to shave off 5 ounces of. If you can find good quality beeswax that's not in a block, I recommend that, because this is a pain to shave off. I had to use a mallet and a knife. So I'm going to put something on this. 5 ounces of beeswax into the bowl, and then we're going to put it on low heat, and it's going to melt slowly. So while I do that, I'm not going to bore you with watching me melt beeswax, so I will be right back. While I wait for that to slowly melt together, I'm going to go ahead and I have some dried calendula here that I'm just going to, take the ones that are super dry, because I use this rack or this little cake stand to dry them as I collect them out of the garden. And it's getting full, and I'm going to put the ones that are super dry into a jar. Still, I have all of this mint that I dried that I need to put into jars, so I'm gonna do that. Completely melted together. It took about 15 minutes doing it slowly. So now I'm going to add, and I've already measured out the different oils. This is vitamin E oil, lavender essential oil, lemon essential oil, and tea tree oil. So all of them have their own antifungal, antimicrobial type properties to them. So I'm going to let this cool down for just a minute, and then I'm going to add the oil to it and then stir it in and immediately put it into my jars. here's my little funnel again. The funnel doesn't fit in these tiny jars, which is what I was thinking about using, but I think I'm just going to put it in this size jar for now, and then I'm going to buy some little like one person use like little containers, and then I'll just scoop it out and put it in those. So this is pretty hot. So you want to do this when it's warm so it doesn't set up on you, because automatically you see it starts to turn like a whitish color because it's cooling down. So let me grab another jar. Well, actually, I'll just use this jar that I had the oils in. No, I was using this size jar. Hold on. Just set these to cool. Cooling, I'm going to get some new lids to put on these. And I'm using new lids because I want to make sure they're completely clean. So they're going to cool, but I'm going to label them now, and then they'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna, let's see, let's just put a ring on it. I don't know, I might have to let it cool, but for now I'm gonna write the name of it on there. What the heck? So I'm gonna put the date, 11/30/23, and then Antibiotic Herbal salve. And basically we're done. These are gonna cool. I will let them cool until they're almost completely opaque and all of this clear goes away. And then I will store them in my cabinet. So like I said, I will link the other two videos I made when I harvested this, and then when I made the oil for it, and that gives you kind of a like overview of what I did to get this far. This has been like a 2-month process, which was very hands-off in the 2 months, but still. But basically this is going to be a replacement for like a Neosporin, and the olive oil is super moisturizing to your skin. The Goldenrod, the yarrow, and the beebalm all have antibiotic, antimicrobial properties to them, as well as all of the oils below that I listed before, and I will put all of them below. That way you can do your own research. Like I said, I don't recommend this to anyone without doing their own research, because I'm not a doctor and I don't want anyone having any kind of allergic reaction to anything. But yeah, so this is going to be what I use for myself and my kids, and I'm gonna take, they sell tiny little jars on Amazon. I'll probably buy those, and then just put one, you know, like in my backpack when I go hunting or just hiking. That way I have some on the go as well. So yeah, that is it in a nutshell, and I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.